Hey there! Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor. Thanks for checking me out. Just wanted to talk to you about the Mandela Effect again. I'm going to give you a clue today. So, a lot of our awareness is predicated upon being in alignment. So, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. So, we have these things called chakras. There are through your body energetic systems. A chakra means a wheel, and when your wheels are lined up, when you're finally in alignment with the universe, then information flows, then everything flows, and you'll know. So when, for instance, I had a nice lady. She's interested in expanding her psychology practice, and she solicited me to help her with making it more holistic, right? So, but the bottom line is, upon speaking to her pretty recently, I asked her about God, and she actually hates God. She's angry at God. She's, upset because things went this way in life, things went that way. And you and I both know, one of the commandments that Jesus said is, to love God. Love God with all your mind, all your soul, all your heart, love God. And that's when the information really flows, right? So it's like, you could think of it like everybody's like, you're almost sent here on a mission, and then we're like secret agents, but you don't remember anything because you're out of alignment. And when you're in alignment, all of a sudden your mission becomes clear, and everything becomes clear, and all the information's there because you're in alignment. So when you're not in alignment, is what I'm saying, you won't know. Nothing makes sense. You can't figure it out. You just don't know. And the Mandela Effect, it's just confusing. But I can tell you, when I'm in alignment, all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's why this Mandela Effect happened. That's why this one happened. That totally makes sense. So being that I feel like I'm more in alignment right now, and it takes effort. It takes effort. You have to meditate. And to get all your chakras in alignment, people will go online and say, "Oh, I'm this, I'm that." They don't have it. They're not there, But anyway, so let's talk about it. And I just wanted to say, no one's really been, quote unquote, hurt by the Mandela Effect. Sure, you're confused. People say they're scared. I don't really think anybody's scared by a Mandela Effect. But I digress a little, but I just wanted to say that. So let's dig into it, and I'm going to give you a clue. So, Jesus spoke in parables, right? So when he spoke in parables, why did he do that? So the wise could understand his words, but it would be something you have to dig at to really figure out, which is something I actually agree with a lot. So, and I'm going to give you a clue, because right now, like what I'm saying is, I'm in alignment and I understand, but it's not just something I would just want to come out with and say, hey, this is it, because then I'll just get attacked and people will just not, it's not going to be a good thing. So I can say in a way that if you're more in alignment, and for instance, if you love me, if you love God, then it all kind of like, oh, that makes sense. I love Victor, I love him. He's great. He does these great videos. I love him. I love him so much. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, now wisdom comes. But when you just come on here and you attack me, you're not going to get it. You're not going to understand. It's pretty straightforward, right? So And you know, when I was younger, I saw, and we're all getting older, 1999, The Matrix came out, right? So there's something called simulation theory, and The Matrix came out. What a great movie. Love that movie. I watched it so many times. I could watch it over and over. Anyway, I thought it would be cool to bring up this Mandela Effect clue with a twist on it and make it around the Matrix. So when you figure out this clue, you could just figure out this one clue, and it shows you how the Mandela Effect's happening, what's going on, everything, you know. So I'll get right to it. So the Mandela Effect is named after who, right? Nelson Mandela, right? You're with me so far? So there is something about Nelson Mandela that has to do with a rabbit. Okay, so what's in the Matrix? And I give away too much. This should really be a harder clue. It really, you know, I had to search for it, and I figured it out. But you know, you got to follow the white rabbit. So follow the white rabbit. That's crazy that there's actually, follow me here, a clue about what the Mandela Effect is concerning following the white rabbit. I was getting a message not to say too much, so that's about it. Maybe I did say too much, but it's for people that can understand it, and I think if you're in the aspect still of love, that this will make sense, and you'll figure it out, and you'll go down that rabbit hole. And another clue, and it would make sense, and you'll say, oh, that's how the Mandela Effect is happening, that's what's going on. But for people that are not in alignment, I don't think they would understand it all, and they would just say I'm crazy. So, which is fine. I get that a lot. People come on here and hate me, which is very sad. Because if I'm in alignment with God and I love God and I'm saying the truth, and then you come on here and you attack me, it's what could be worse, right? Not for me, for you too. You know, basically for you. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I thought this was a pretty big clue that was created. I'll say it that way. And let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, share. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.